Central Illinois football weather finally arrives just in time for the Middle-Illini game of the year and our Football Friday Week 7 game of the week. State-ranked Dunlap hosting state-ranked Washington, first place on the line in this ball game, and it was a good ball game. Washington kicked an early field goal with Devin Miller to take a 3-zip lead. And then our 25 Sports Athlete of the Week spinning and winning. Takes it to the house. 10-zip Washington, the Will Freeman touchdown. What a senior year he's having for the Panthers. But Dunlap comes back. Truman Tyra on a quarterback sweep. Some great push up front, and Tyra breaks free for a long touchdown run, makes it 10-7. Washington, though, would get the next two touchdowns. They score here on the Noah Garcia sneak to go up 17-7 at the half. They would go up 23-7 as Garcia spins off the pile into the end zone. But here's Truman Tyra to the Alabama recruit, Max Sutter, and Sutter's got the football. Triple team, still makes the catch. It becomes a 23-15 game. Dunlap has a chance to tie late, but Washington slams the door shut. Owen Klein with the interception. And the Panthers are winners, 23-15. We'll hear from the Panthers tonight on Overtime. Metamora and Limestone in action tonight. And Mark Ashelman's going to make our highlights for Metamora if we get the video rolling here. Limestone, Metamora, let's try it again here. We're having a little bit of freezing issues. When you throw 21 tapes at the machine, it doesn't always like it. Mark Ashelman, though, likes the blocking up front. And he's streaking down the sideline for a long gain right there. Kept his clothes on while he was streaking. Later, it's Ashelman with the touchdown run right here. A little power football by Metamora. Then one more time, we're going to give the ball to number 10. And Metamora's got their 6th win of the year. They're thinking about, with the Washington win, it's going to be tough to win the conference, but they're certainly thinking about a home playoff game. Ashelman scores, Metamora wins. Morton taking on East Peoria. East Peoria desperate for a win to get in the playoffs, and they played well tonight. Dalton Oakman, their quarterback, fakes the pitch to the left, then pitches it downfield to the right. What a catch by Aiden Hindert. Nearly lost his balance, but keeps his footing and scores the touchdown for East Peoria. But the Potters come back behind Brody Fritz, their quarterback. He hooks up with Matt Sander right here, and Sander, the great run and yards after the catch. That's going to set up Fritz to Tommy Krupa. And Tommy's got one in the end zone for the Potters. Not yet a final, but the Potters are leading a high-scoring game. Looks like Morton will win that game. Pekin battling Canton tonight at Memorial Stadium, and this is a good ball game. Pekin jumped out to an early lead. Chase Kruger right here on the kickoff return, racing down the sideline for big yards. Then quarterback Bo Benassi to Bray Korma for a first down. Pekin jumped on top 14-zip. But Canton would come back in this ball game. Their power game was working. The Wildcat, and it's a big Wildcat. Easton Orwig fights in for a score. Then Gavin Otto is going to score as well for Canton. Canton's actually going to get within 1 on the score here by Otto. They go for 2 in the lead, but Tegan McCoy of Pekin is going to come up with a tackle here to keep Pekin on top. The big tackle right there, and Pekin gets the win, 30-20. Now to the Big 12 Conference, the big game tonight. Bloomington trying to bounce back from last week's loss to Normal Community as they take on Peoria Notre Dame. The Irish looking for a playoff-eligible 5th straight win. Let's go to the highlights. Bloomington explosive. I wondered how Peoria Notre Dame's defense would do, and well, here they get exploited a little bit on the Kavion Chestnut draw play, and Chestnut, who's having such a big year, runs right down Main Street for a touchdown. But boy, oh boy, Coach Armstrong's Irish played great defense in this game. They're going to come up with an interception right here by Christian Johnson. And then on offense, well, the wing T took it to Bloomington. Ben Lutz with a touchdown. What a win tonight for PND. Peoria Notre Dame wins it 53-19. Wow, an impressive win right there. Normal Community, the Big 12 leader, running on the field in Danville. Coach Jason Dringwitz and the boys, and Cole Kretzinger had 5 touchdowns last week. Remember, I call him slippery, slips away from that first tackler, races down the sideline for big yards right here for Normal Community. Then it's going to be a quarterback touchdown pass right here as the TD pass is thrown by Normal Community. Normal Community gets a touchdown pass right there by Lucas Beatty. Then it's going to be on the kickoff return, Luke Potts on the punt return. And yeah, special teams make special team plays. Luke Potts racing down the sidelines. That's going to set up Kretzinger for another touchdown. He's Mr. Touchdown. Normal Community's a winner tonight over Danville by a final score of 41-0. Normal Community stays atop the Big 12 Conference. Normal West taking on Peoria Manual this evening. We'll start our highlights with the speed. The Speed Twins, huh? These two kids can flat out play. Cody Mulbauer on the inside handoff, and Mulbauer takes his time and then turns on the Jets right here. Touchdown Normal West. Later, it's one of my favorites, Malik Gibbons-Smith, a little MGS, and watch the great run by him here on the inside handoff. He's going to get inside, get outside, get way outside, get to the house. Normal West is a winner, 48-0 over Peoria Manual. We head to Peoria Stadium where Peoria High was taking on Champaign Central. We'll start our highlights with Demarian Zapata, the pick. Demarion Zapata is racing now. He's gonna kind of join a little convoy here. Look at how quick the Peoria High defense turns to offense, and they're giving high fives at the 20-yard line as Zapata goes back. Then Melvin Jenkins to the outside, down the sideline for a big Peoria High touchdown. But here is your play of the day. Jaquarius Green, been starting since he was a freshman. 6'3", 375 pounds. It's a big man, and I mean a big man touchdown. Attaboy. Go have a Big Mac, maybe a Whopper too, maybe Culver's. Peoria High wins at 64-27. Richwoods and Urbana, well, this is a sad situation tonight. There was fighting during the game. The game was suspended, tied 14-14. The referees say we got to call this game. Richwoods leaves the field. The game suspended 14-14. Very unfortunate there in the Big 12 Conference tonight. All right, time for a break. When we come back, all your small school highlights, including a 7-touchdown performance by a freshman quarterback. That's coming up next.